Don't really know myself too well, covering it out, creating hell, wondering if my music sell out. I cannot make it by myself, even legends need some help on the way to reaching wealth, yeah. Enemies pray that you fall, they love when you pop them, but...
Hey yo, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to the menofvaluepodcast. I'm your host, Samuel Liam, you get me? And today I'm going to be talking to you gents about something that is extremely important. You'll see in every single video that we do, we are most likely to bring up this topic. And it's something that I've realized recently that not a lot of guys understand. You get me? And the topic for today is going to be personal growth. So what is personal growth? How do we actually achieve personal growth? How do we stay in a growing state? And what can we do to influence how we grow? How do we grow in a positive manner? You get me? That's what we're going to be talking about today. But first and foremost, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We're going to be doing weekly lives on Instagram. Our lives on Saturday. We have one coming out this week as well at the Men of Value Podcast on Instagram. So make sure to follow us there. That's where most of our content is going to be dropped. But you can subscribe to us on YouTube here as well. With regards to the podcast apps, we will be coming out soon. But for now, just hit subscribe, hit follow on Instagram, and stay up to date with the content that we're dropping because you don't want to miss out. You get me? You don't want to miss out. People have been hitting me up daily, asking me when I'm dropping another episode, when we're putting up some more content, because we've realized that this content is the stuff that really resonates with men. You get me? Just a space where we can sit and we can speak about different things that we're facing. Another big note is that you guys should let us know in the comments. You should DM us. You can DM myself, Samuel Liam SA. You can DM the Men of Value page at Men of Value Podcast on Instagram. Or you can just leave a comment and basically just tell us what type of content you would like us to do. Tell us what topics you'd like us to discuss in the live videos. Tell us all these different aspects that you guys are struggling with that you would like us to specifically touch on. You know, so a lot of the stuff we speak about is health, we speak about finance, we speak about relationships, we speak about your mindset in general. And so whatever you guys are struggling with, make sure to let us know down in the comments below. Send us a DM. And if you guys want us to speak about something particular, hop on that. You get me? If you would like to be in the show, send me a DM personally and let me know, and we'll get you on the live videos or something like that. You get me? But without out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So the topic for today is personal growth. Now, what do I mean when I say personal growth? You'll hear us say this a lot of the time. You'll hear us say focus on yourself. You'll hear us say build yourself up. You'll hear us say become the best version of yourself. But how do you actually do that? Today I'm going to break it down to you guys in very simple steps, right? So basically all you need to know is that there's 5 things that you need to worry about, right? The first one is your finance. The second one is your health. The third one is your spirituality. The fourth one is your emotions and your relationships. And the fifth one is your mindset, your mentality, and how you're dealing with mental illnesses and that stuff, right? These 5 areas of your life make up your quality of living, if I can say that, right? If you can smash it out the park in these 5 areas, I can guarantee you, you're going to be a happier person. I can guarantee you, you're going to do well in business. You're going to do even better in dating. Simply because you're working on yourself, you're becoming the best that you can be. And you know what I've noticed? A lot of men aren't doing that. A lot of men are sitting back and saying, yo, I'm the prize, come to me. No, my boy, you're not the prize. You need to become the prize. You understand? And you need to make yourself worthy of having the dreams that you want, if that makes sense. You can't just immediately think that you deserve to be in a winning position. You need to make yourself worthy of that position. And you do that by working on yourself. You do that by daily, consistently putting in the effort, consistently putting in the time to make yourself a better person, or to make yourself the best person that you can be, if that makes sense. Yeah. So to break this down, if we take these 5 steps, number 1, finance. If you look, okay, how can I put this? If you look at these 5 areas, right? We have finance, we have health, we have faith, we have emotions, we have mentality. Sharp. If you look at these 5 areas, can you say that you're winning in every single one of these 5 areas? Oh, and by the way, for y'all that are studying, for y'all that are in school, that is related to finance, because your level of education is directly proportional to your level of earning, if that makes sense. So if you're studying, you're working on finance. But that isn't necessarily bringing you money in right now. So you need to ask yourself, and you need to say, am I okay with that? Am I okay with studying, putting in the work here to understand that I'm going to get a job, or I'm going to get a position later that will then pay me something? Or are you going to say, yo, listen, I'm doing this so that I can potentially earn that then, but for now, what else am I doing to subsidize it in the meantime? You understand? Those are things that you need to understand. And when you look at these 5 things, I simply just want you to ask yourself, are you happy? Are you genuinely happy with how you're performing in these 5 areas? When you look at your finance, can you genuinely say that you're happy and that you're progressing to a point where you'd like to be at that point? You're aiming for something, you have goals in place, you have action in place, and you're constantly working towards it. Can you say that you're happy in that aspect? When you look at your health, can you say that you're happy? Obviously, things happen and we run into different diseases, we run into different illnesses, God forbid, but the things that we can manage, simply things like working out, simply things like eating healthy. Are we doing that? Are we doing that to make sure that our body is in the best performing state that it can be? You understand? When we look at our spirituality, are we leaning in as much as we need to be? Whatever religion you follow, whatever faith you follow, are we making sure that we're diving into whatever that word is saying? Are we paying attention when we go to these different communities? Are we playing active roles in these communities? Because the last thing you want to do is sit back and just stand by, to be honest. You need to make sure that you're engaging. You need to make sure that you're getting the highest return in this, that you're getting the highest value from this. When we look at our emotions and our relationships, are we hurting a lot of the time when we're supposed to be smiling, when we're supposed to be happy? And obviously, naturally, as human beings, we have a wide variety of emotions. Sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're in a good mood, sometimes we're just having a bad day. But for the majority of the time, can you say that you're at a peaceful state? Is there something that you need to heal from that you haven't necessarily sat down and actually dealt with? You've just been kind of pushing it under the carpet. You get me? And so we need to look at these different aspects. When we look at mentality, when we look at how do you view the world? What is your view on the world? When you sit down and you say, okay, when I look at myself mentally, what do I believe in? When you look at the mental issues that you face, maybe you face depression, can you comfortably say that you're actively combating these things? Are you going to speak to the right professionals? Are you going to speak to the right people in your life about these different issues that you're facing? We need to genuinely, when we say that you need to become the best version of yourself, what I mean is that you genuinely need to sit down and you need to inspect these 5 aspects of your life. And you say, am I performing at my absolute best in these 5 aspects? If you're not performing in these at your absolute best in these 5 aspects, then you need to take a step back and evaluate and say, why? Why am I not performing the way I'm supposed to be performing? Or why am I not performing the way I would like to be performing? You understand? But yeah, basically that's what I mean when I say when I say personal growth and I say personal development. And I hope maybe you guys can understand that and you guys can take something from that to say, when we say step back from a few things and focus on yourself, become the best version of yourself, this is exactly what we mean. These 5 aspects, try to max them out as far as possible. But obviously, this is just a very broad overview of that. If you guys would like me to dive deeper into any of these topics, please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you take something, hope you learn something from this. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace out.
I got money on my mind and I don't really know myself too well. Covering it out, creating hell, wondering if my music sell out. I cannot make it by myself, even legends need some help.